So Des, you co-founded Give Forward in 2008, and in 2016, you founded Parachute, so you're a serial entrepreneur, which is, in my experience, the best kind of entrepreneur. With your experience as an entrepreneur launching 2 companies in Chicago, has anything changed in the Chicago ecosystem that made the second time more or less challenging than the first? Great question.
That's a good question. I realized while I was sitting here that I think it's almost to the day my 10-year anniversary of being a founder, because I started Give Forward in January of 2008, and brought Ethan on a little bit later. But it was a very, very different time then. There was no 1871, obviously. So the only thing that we had to bring founders together was this thing called Jelly Chicago, where we met in coffee houses and would work from places like that. And the world of funding was completely closed off. I talked to 2 investors who said that my company was not fundable and I should turn it into a nonprofit. And so Ethan and I built Give Forward in this tiny office that Jeb from Emeritus gave us for free, and we just were heads down for 18 months before we ever even talked to anyone else really about the business. And then we were lucky we went through the first version of Techstars, Accelerate Labs, and that really was the beginning, I think, of a shift here in the city where for the first time ever it felt like founders were kind of being paraded in front of people with cash that could help infuse our businesses with what we needed to grow. And I feel like it was a ripple effect after that, and since then it's just been on this amazing upward trend. And so yes, the second time around was a lot easier because of having the relationships and having been around for a while. But I also think that there's just a generosity now and an openness to our ecosystem that doesn't exist almost anywhere else. And so I think it's the best place to start a company because of that.
You were one of the first Accelerate of the first class that summer, when accelerators were like this crazy idea, right? And nobody was sure, should we do this? Is it going to work? And now it's, one of the most successful accelerators in the country. It's amazing.
It was very different for us. We only got $5,000, not $50,000. It was a much different
Different setup
world.
financially.